2 runs on 4 hits.
So
Just
2-1.
hits today.
Giants lead the Phillies.
3 of them came in the
Top of the
first
8th.
inning. Finished the line on Christopher Sanchez.
Orion
Very good this afternoon. 6 and 2
will
thirds, 4 hits,
keep
and
pitching
2
for the
runs.
Phillies.
Yes.
And he will face the leadoff batter in third baseman, Matt Chapman, who's 1 for
Wound up
2 with a
striking out
double,
7 this
a
afternoon.
walk, and a run scored. And Chapman takes a
takes
sweeper outside,
Certainly
ball
more
1.
like the Sanchez that we've been accustomed to seeing. Nice job by him at 18 straight home starts of 5+ innings.
1-0 is just above the zone. 2 balls and no strikes on Chapman.
That's an astonishingly consistent pitcher.
2-0 to Chapman.
Hitters count. Chapman takes a strike at the knees. Sinker at 97.
On the line. Well, just 2 Phillies
Gets
pitchers
Orion
since
on the board in the
1912,
count.
when they started tracking earned runs, have had 30 or more starts and 5 innings or more on the mound.
A check swing fly ball into right field, base hit over Harper.
2 earned runs
Oh my God!
37 home
Matt
starts.
Chapman checked his swing, hit the ball high enough to get over Bryce Harper, and it's a leadoff single for Chapman. His 2nd hit of the game, his 3rd time on base today.
Talk about unlucky in this last at-bat from Chapman. I mean, he basically just stuck his bat out there.
Here's Luis Arise.
Flipped over
Luis is
Bryce
hitless so
Harper.
far. And he
Shows
takes
bunt
high.
They're going to challenge that one.
Challenge from Rafael Marchand, and that'll be a loss of a challenge for the Phillies. That ball was high, and it indeed was. And no more challenges for the Phillies. That one was high by a lot.
Not particularly close there, Tom.
8 of 15.
Not sure what Marchand saw there, but it clearly was wrong. Giants have 1 ABS challenge remaining. Phillies obviously at none. Luis takes a strike at the top of the zone. 1-1.
Time for our Stump the Fans trivia quiz answer, brought to you by FanDuel Casino. Get your thrill on. Which 2
There's the new Phillies manager, Don Mattingly.
Most Gold
Was
Gloves
the Blue
won
Jays
the
World
regular
Series
season.
team last year, moved over to the Phillies, and now he's their
It's a little
manager.
lot.
As Luis tried to bunt, checked his swing, and he didn't go. 2 balls and a strike on the Giants infield.
And I did not get this, and I should have since I did hire the man. Mr. Sandberg, God rest his soul.
2-1 delivery, swing and a miss. Fastball high,
Still,
and a whiff from Luis makes it 2-2.
That man was a gifted first baseman.
oh,
Gifted beyond gifted. Arise, who struck out looking.
Payoff
in the
pitch
3rd
from
inning.
Orion to Luis. Up high near his head, and the count's
The last
full.
4 seasons, he has struck out looking now.
Luis backpedals all the way to the freaking on-deck circle.
84 plate appearances.
and yet this guy couldn't get a contract till super late. I just don't understand that this type of player is just not valued.
Full count delivery.
In this day and age.
Fly ball to right field. Adolis. No, it's in center field. Crawford makes the catch.
I don't get it.
Well, it does seem like he might have been able to sign elsewhere, but would have to play first base, not second base, where he really wanted to play. That's why he signed with the Giants.
I mean, listen, he's not a gifted fielder necessarily. He's pretty just solid, but he doesn't have great range in the middle of the field, so I can understand why some teams would not want him to do that, but he could DH. I mean, this is a guy that just moves.
Here's the designated hitter, Casey Schmidt, who had an RBI single in the first, and he takes a sinker down the middle for strike 1.
And 123 chances coming into today's game.
He's not a liability
No.
by any stretch.
Fly ball to center field. Crawford running in. It's going to drop in front of him for a base hit. And Chapman will stop at second. Casey Schmidt's on for the second time today with a single to center.
From
And There's 2 on with 1 out in the 8th.
Check swing by Chapman to right field, and then this ball off the end of the bat by Schmidt. And here comes Don Mattingly.
And Don Mattingly's going to come out and get Orion from this game. So the Phillies are going to make a pitching change. 2 on, 1 out in the top of the 8th. Giants trying to extend their lead. They're going to have to face the lefty, Tanner Banks.
In Philadelphia, at the MLB All-Star Week, continuing a legacy that runs deep. Catch the Ace
1 out, top of the 8th.
Swingman Classic, hosted by Ken Griffey Jr.
New pitcher is Tanner Banks.
10th. Visit allstargame.com for tickets.
Going lefty-lefty with Rafi.
It is Tanner Banks who's coming in.
11 games this year for Banks. He has had a rough season. He's 0-2 on his record.
And Tanner Banks has struggled
7.20 ERA and 10 innings pitched with 12 strikeouts but 7 walks. And he has struggled this year, as I mentioned. He misses with a sweeper.
Yeah, very strange. He just hasn't been able to execute the same way.
That just missed outside for ball 1. And Rafi this year has been better against lefty pitchers than righties.
1 ball, no strikes.
Swing and a miss. Strike 1. Chased a sweeper in the other batter's box.
It's not location in a lot of ways.
Yep.
Look at second. Long look. Now the 1-1. Fly ball to left. Down the line, Marsh. Out of play.
For that fastball, I gotta believe he's gonna try to flip in a couple of breaking balls to get him to chase again.
Payoff pitch from Banks to Rafi. Outside heater. 2 balls and 2 strikes on the Giants' first baseman.
See the Phillies trying to elevate some fastballs against Devers, especially up and away. For some reason, I think they think that's one of his holes.
Well, he's 0 for 6 in the series.
2-2. Dancing at second. Swing and a miss. Devastating sweeper for strike 3. Banks strikes out Rafi for the second out of the inning.
He is still quiet here.
And now here comes the Giants shortstop. It's Willie to the plate.
Devers pulling off of it.
And Willie Adames, the batter, he's walked. He's 0 for 2.
2 on, 2 out for Willie. He's hitless so far. Goes after the first pitch and fouls it straight back. 0-1.
This is big right here to get Adames.
Willie's 0 for 2. He walked in the first. All the scoring today has came in the first inning for both sides.
Finish this inning or face 3 hitters.
Inside fastball just off the plate.
Fortunately, they don't have any.
And the count's evened up at 1 apiece.
Left, and so they can't challenge it.
Yeah, out of challenges. Everybody saw that was right on the line.
1-1. Taps it foul. And Tanner Banks is 1 pitch away from keeping the Phillies down by a run. Payoff pitch. Step off. Timeout. Willie. Okay, now payoff pitch from Banks to Willie. That one was inside. Jammed him. He fouled it off down the third base line.
Mike Decision's camera down there near the on-deck circle. Fortunately, Mike had the camera to protect him. Otherwise, it would have been problematic for him.
Oh.
My goal. Gotta make that play.
1-2 again. Long look at second. Fly ball to shallow center. Bryson's running out. He's got it. And the Phillies get out of the jam thanks to Tanner Banks. Striking out Rafi and getting Willie to pop up. 2-1, bottom of the 8th. Top of the Phillies order coming up when we come back.
And Yellowwood bringing the lumber. Trey has reached base safely in 15 consecutive
Bottom of the 8th.
games. 26 total bases. Now he's 0 for 3 today.
Top of the Phillies order
It's
due
the
up.
7th time in the last 2 games he has led off an inning.
Trey
And the
leads
4th
off.
time today.
Facing
And
Eric
the
Miller.
left-hander, delivers a strike, the former Philly prospect.
That's
It's
a
0-1.
strike on the inside edge to Trey. Eric Miller is the new pitcher for the Giants. Check swing. Did he go?
Swing, says Jen Powell.
No.
Eric Miller, good stuff. But
Counts
he has
evened up
a
at 1
tendency
apiece.
to walk some people.
Eric Miller, lefty,
Even though he's got great
11
stuff,
games
gotta
this
make
year.
sure he throws strikes.
Yeah, 6
3
runs
holds,
so far this
3.48
season.
ERA in 10 innings pitched. Fly ball to the left, but way foul.
Into the upper deck.
Woo, boy. Trey crushed that one.
Deck and came right back down. Sorry, fellas. It was right there.
Oh, my God. It was in that
Fingers.
older gentleman's hands. Foul straight back. Trey choosing the battle here. A ground out and 2 strikeouts for Trey today. The 1-2.
1-2.
Spiked.
2-2.
Yeah, you see a lot of misfires.
Counts evened
from
up
him.
at 2 apiece.
At times, this is one of those guys that's sort of effectively wild, you know? Been pretty good the last 6 outings, though. His last 6 outings, 6 and a third innings, just 2 hits and no runs allowed.
Well, this is a good bullpen. Third in Major League Baseball in ERA at 3.03. Second in the National League.
Yep.
Fourth in MLB, an opponent's batting average against.
2-2 offering.
2-2.
Foul ball right side this time. And there's Tony Vitello. Watching on. Eric Miller trying to put away Trey here on the 6th pitch of the at-bat. And he can't. Oh, called strike 3. Inside sinker. No challenges for the Phillies. And a friendly call for the Giants gets the first out of the inning.
And I think he's right. If you look at this, look at the box.
Yeah, that's way inside.
Close. But again, there's no challenge left.
Here's Kyle Schwarber. He changed his walk-up song from "It's a Party" from "Waka Flocka Flame" as he
Schwarber's
takes ball 1
for the Phillies.
to CM Punk's theme
Over
song.
his first time up, he's walked twice.
Schwarber his 350th career home run today in the first inning. The Phillies' only run so far. And he's ahead 2-0 here. Eric Miller pitching him very carefully.
Yeah, they're going to be awfully careful with Kyle Schwarber. I mean, and rightfully so.
Hitters count. Fly ball to left. Out of play. Foul.
Bet Kyle would like to have that one back. Good swing on it, just fouled it back.
To an offering. Upstairs, ball 3.
Does he give him anything good to hit here? 3-1?
I don't know. I don't know if he's going to
3-1 offering.
It would be foolish in my mind.
Bouncer toward first. It's fair. Got to hustle to the bag. It's close. They got him.
The feed was a little lollipop from Devers.
Yeah, Devers playing really, really deep because he's playing.
Rafi was in the grass. Eric Miller. Oh, boy. Eric Miller beats Kyle Schwarber by a step to first base.
Not a lot of experience playing first base. Close play, but
Bryce Harper's 1 for 3. He singled in the first.
Tony Vitello is coming out with the athletic trainer for the Giants. I don't know if Miller did something here. And a lot of times they keep the pitcher a
Eric
little
Miller is
bit
going to be checked on by Tony Vitello and the trainer.
A little bit more there, though.
Hold on a second.
They immediately pop a right-hander up in the bullpen. Ryan Walker. Looks like Miller's going to stay in.
Ryan Walker's up in the pen. Eric Miller's going to stay in the game. 2 outs. No. Get some extra warm-up pitches now, Miller.
Thumbs up. All right, now it's Harper with 2 outs.
2 outs, bottom of the 8th, and here's Bryce Harper.
Harper's headed to 2 double plays. He's also single today.
Lefty-lefty matchup between Miller and Harper.
See if Bryce can come through.
First pitch, away, ball 1. One 0 is just outside.
2-0.
2 balls, no strikes on Harper.
Harper's 1 for 2 against Miller with a couple walks.
There's a strike on a beautiful slider from Miller.
That's not the pitch you want to swing at in that situation.
2-1 delivery. There's a strike. Sinker on the outside bottom quarter, rather. Miller battles back to even the count, and he's 1 pitch away from keeping the Giants in front heading to the 9th. Here's his payoff. Downstairs slider, counts full.
A really tough pitch for Bryce to lay off of, but works into a 3-2 count.
Full count delivery from Miller to Harper.
Now the 3-2 pitch.
Launched to right field, but foul.
Yeah.
And we'll do it again.
The flag's blowing pretty hard to right field. You get one up into that jet stream, you might tie this ball game up.
Harper, fly ball in on the hands to shallow left, and Willie's going to make the play to end the inning.
Now the Phillies go down 1-2-3 in their half of the 8th inning.
So we head to the 9th.
We'll go to the
Still
9th.
2-1. Jung-Hoo Lee, Encarnacion, and Patrick due up for the Giants.
Bank of the Phils. And by Independence Blue Cross. Learn more at IBX.com.
9th inning.
We go to the top of the 9th inning. It's just a 2-1 lead for the Giants. They'll start against Tanner Banks.
Tanner Banks stays out, and he fires a strike to Jung-Hoo Lee. Lee's hitless so far today, a ground out and 2 strikeouts. And he goes after that pitch. Deep to left field. Marsh at the track and makes the catch. Jung-Hoo Lee gave that one a ride, but not enough muscle to get it out. 1 gone in the 9th. And here's Drew Gilbert to the plate. Gerard Encarnacion was taken out earlier on this game for Drew Gilbert. That was my mistake. Coming off for our last break.
Gilbert was quiet in game 1.
Gilbert with a swing and a miss. That tied him up on the sinker. Strike 1.
Wasn't prepared to swing at that too well.
Ninja calls it a sword.
Yep.
Yeah, that was a sword. High sinker, ball 1.
Half of the 9th inning. Garcia, Marsh, and Stott. Those are the scheduled hitters. It looks like it'll be Ryan Walker, who will pitch for the Giants.
1-1 delivery. That's a called strike 2. Caught the top outside corner of the plate.
I know the box is not in for the folks at home. A little technical difficulties from Major League Baseball, but it looked like it was close.
Payoff pitch from Banks to Gilbert. Outside in the other batter's box. 2 balls and 2 strikes on the young outfielder for San Francisco. Chase Shugard's warming up in the Phillies bullpen. He may come in for Banks. That's a strike three. Got him.
Good job by
Sinker, top shelf at 90 to
Strikeouts.
freeze up Gilbert. Second strikeout for Banks. This one backwards.
Here.
And there's 2 gone in the 9th.
Every time the Phillies pitcher like Tanner records a pitch speed of 95 or more, Comcast will make a contribution to Phillies charities.
And now here's the
Bailey's
catcher,
0 for
Patrick,
3.
to the plate.
4 for his last 34. He did drive one of the track.
Patrick lines it foul, right side, into the camera well.
It went right between Matty and Morgan.
Morgan cat-like. Could have eaten that ball.
Matt would have eaten it also.
Oh, one's a strike at the top of the zone. Fastball. And Patrick's in an 0-2 hole.
Boxes pop back in.
Payoff pitch from Banks to Patrick. Whoa, way outside. The other batter's box. Ball 1. The 1-2. In the other batter's box again. Patrick's even the count up.
Michael
2 balls and 2 strikes on the Giants catcher.
Game live presented by Cure Auto Insurance. We'll get you ready for game 2 as well, which is coming up at 5:30
Payoff.
Eastern time.
Ground ball. Oh, past Harper in the right field. Base hit for Patrick.
And it's
A
right
2-out
base hit.
single for Patrick, and the Giants have traffic here in the 9th.
And Ramos is coming up. Let's see what Don does here. He got Sugar warming up. Well, Cal Cotton's coming out, so Tanner's gonna stay in.
Let's see.
Good look from Wire.
Liner from Patrick. It bounced off the edge of the grass, and
Driving this ball to the right
Nothing
side.
Bryce
sort of
Harper could
surprised
do.
Harper maybe a little bit. Hopped up
it's
on
2
it.
outs in the 9th.
Oh, that's a cool outfit.
Well, with the sun out right now, too.
Yeah.
It's a really good time to have one. Is there a bad time, though?
Nope.
I love that fit right there.
Yeah. Our veterans.
2 old cronies just chilling.
Yep.
3 of them.
All right, so after the visit, it's Ramos. Ramos has 2 hits today. He's doubled, he's singled.
So
He
Banks
walked
stay
it
in,
right out to right field.
stays in. Elliott playing in left. He's up. He's 2 for 3, multi a day. Walk, single, double, and a run scored.
Upstairs.
And a slider high
Really
for ball
surprised
1
that
on
Sugar's
Elliott.
Here in this situation.
Yeah, you have the
Going
2
to
right-handers.
2 right-handers. I mean, you got a right-hander going.
Up and in slider. Elliott's ahead 2-0.
You got to be careful, and only because of the way Ramos has swung today.
Banks the lefty, Elliott the righty. Two-0 pitch. Swing and a miss. He swung out of his shoes on that slider
Nice
for strike
swing
1.
on the
That one
slider.
was also high. Ground ball foul, third base side, and the count's even at 2-all. Banks
Don
one
really
pitch
showed a lot of
away
confidence in Tanner
Oh,
Banks.
yeah.
And Tanner's
from
just
keeping
struggled a little bit, but
this a one-run game heading to the bottom of the 9th. Payoff. Fly ball to right. That's going to be down for a base hit. Adolis has it. He'll fire. And Patrick will get the third. A single for Elliott. His third hit of the game. And there's runners on the corners with 2 outs in the 9th.
Third with 2 outs.
get
For the
another ball that's
Giants.
not hit all that hard.
And that should be the end for Tanner
Right in
Banks.
the right
You would
spot.
assume.
I would think he's going to come out. Now here comes Don.
Yeah, Don Mattingly's
Sugar's
coming
gonna
out.
Come in to face the right-hander Matt Chapman.
Chase Shugart. Or Shugart. I don't know how to say his last name. He's gonna come in
Down by 1. Try to keep it that way.
with 2 outs in the 9th. And runners on the corners for the Giants. We'll be right back from Citizens Bank Park.
Weeknight.
Welcome back.
Coverage, you can
Top of the
count.
ninth. 2-1, Giants lead. They're threatening here with runners in the
Chase
corners
Sugar
with
is the
2
new
outs
pitcher
in the
for
ninth.
Phillies.
Chase Sugart.
8th ball
Sugar.
game for Chase, who's
He's in the game.
who's had a really
7
nice
games this year for
fastball
Sugart.
so far this
A
year.
1.17 ERA and
7 strikeouts
7.2
and 7
innings
2/3.
pitched with
He's got a
7
tough customer
strikeouts.
in
A lot of
Chapman.
7s on his stat
Done a
line
nice
so
job,
far.
especially in the last 5 games.
And
If
he'll
he hasn't
face
given
Matt
up
Chapman.
any runs.
Chapman
Strikeouts.
multi-hit game.
Just
Singled
one
in the
walk.
8th
We have
inning
a guy now
on a
that
check
has some of
swing.
the best numbers with runners in scoring position in Major League Baseball in Chapman.
And Chapman takes a
Chapman hitting
high heater, or no,
462.
cutter
Wow.
for ball
Second
1.
best in Major League Baseball. 5 for 9 against the Phillies this year. And that's a big run over at third. 1 ball and no strikes.
1-0 delivery. Oh, a sweeper that fooled Chapman.